Good evening. Welcome to the call. My name is Dave Webb. I will be with you as host for this event. Again, we call this the Wellness Team Call. It is Tuesday, the 26th day of March in Utah. It is probably Wednesday for a number of you. We appreciate you being there, and we will make sure everybody gets covered. And we want to welcome you. We join you live every couple of weeks. This is an every other Tuesday night event, and the Vitify Wellness Team puts it on. And we are supported by the director of the group, Dr. Angel Gabet, and also a couple of independent distributors and entrepreneurs with the company, Jeremy Thornton, who has been a presenter a number of times. He's got a couple of years with the company. But tonight we are joined by Dr. Cesar Fernandez, or Cesar, or whatever you want to call him. He's got a beautiful head of no hair like mine. But Dr. Fernandez is with us tonight, and we've got a great topic. I say great topic. We better say it every week. There better be something really fantastic every time we talk. And that is absolutely the case. And I need to give a true, proper introduction of Dr. Fernandez. I've known him now for a few months. We met in October when he started to become interested in Vitify. He's known about Vitify and about Shane Brady and Laura for years. They met each other at previous companies, and they've had a chance to work together. Dr. Cesar, I'll let you give any other background on that you want. Might just be a couple of sentences. But Dr. Fernandez, you can see him. He's in his work clothes right now. This is not a costume. He probably just came from an operating room or an emergency room. I think the last time you came on, you had just delivered a baby hours before you joined us. So I don't know what the story is tonight, but Dr. Fernandez comes to us with great experience in nutrition, in medicine. He has been on the National Institute of Health for his native Honduras. He has studied at Stanford University. He is highly decorated and recognized with his characteristics and what he's studied and learned. And we're eager to have Dr. Fernandez join us tonight and share with us.
I'm a medical doctor, surgery, emergency room doctor, but I twisted several years ago to, let's say, nutrition, precision medicine. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense for you, but it's like looking the precise site where we could deliver all the expertise, all the knowledge, all the good things that we become to accomplish in all these years. And what happens was that I believe that we were getting too late to the patients as a professional, and well, we started to go a little bit back in the process and started to look where all started for all of us. So the main concept today is aging. Everybody's going to be older tomorrow. So aging is something that we live with. And 15 years ago, when I met Shane through a couple of another companies in the industry, he was pursuing this dream also to provide a supplement that really performs enough well for the people to age well, to age the way it's supposed to be, with quality aging, quality longevity. So that's the main reason I twisted from I still practice, I love my profession, but now I believe I am performing better with the people, offering them different possibilities of obtaining better health and quality of life and longevity instead. So let me share with you what I have today for you is very, very important, because if you get to understand this, you will, from now on, you will grab anything in the environment and understand it just like this. So focus, laser sight, and stay with me. Just let me share the here it is, the slides, so we could get started with you. Okay. Here we go. There it is. Let me know. Looks like it doesn't go with me with all the, let me do this. Is it okay, Dave?
Yep, looks great.
Okay, let me see. Looks like it doesn't get started what I want to. There it is. Okay, let's get started with a disclaimer. This is mandatory. So let all of us read it. This presentation is for informational, educational purposes only. It does not intended to provide medical advice, take the place of a medical advice, or treatment from a physician. If you think that you may have a medical condition, please consult your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider. You should not use the information contained herein for diagnosing a health problem or a disease. So this is our disclaimer, and following this, we are going to start right now to talk a little bit. We already talked about my background. Dave already told you that I'm part of Vitafy Wellness Team Global, and a little bit of my background in stem cells research and banking, in nutrition, in as a medical director in companies, etc. But the thing is that mainly my life purpose, which is part of the talk tonight, is getting earlier to the people to provide them a quality aging. Look at this. Having a life purpose is very important for all of us, not just for me, it's for every person. So when you focus in your life purpose, which is, it's not that easy to look for it, you need to look to your skills, your natural talents. You need to search in your life experiences, your personal transformation, problems you learn how to solve, maybe hobbies, a passion that you have. What is important for you? What can you offer to the world? What do you love doing? What are you good at? When you put all of these things together, right in the center, the target is your life purpose. Start doing this. Why? Because there's a lot of people, as you may know, your direction is more important than your speed, because like Richard Evans says, there is a lot of people going nowhere real fast. And when we noticed that, that was me 20 years ago, I was going real fast. I wanted to be a surgeon, a pediatric surgeon, by the way, an emergency room medical doctor, and I wanted to eat the world. But when I noticed what I was doing and what I was really expecting to do for the people, I understand that I was going at a high speed, but going nowhere real fast. So what is going on right now is that I'm trying to tell you, what if we could have a life purpose of living a healthy lifestyle? How about it? Do you like it? Healthy lifestyle as a life purpose? One of them, maybe an important one also, because a lot of people are searching of, fame or money, or being a politicians and being socially recognized, and being amazing professionals, but they forgot about something: health. If you don't have health, you have nothing in your life. Health is in the center, right in the center. So if you could put healthy lifestyle as a life purpose, believe me, you're doing very, very well, because health, as I told you right now, has to do with your lifestyle, with your fitness, with your care, with your nutrition, exercise, your mindset, your body, having a good sleep. The health is surrounded by all of this, and putting all this together, a healthy lifestyle is a purpose-driven living. When you have a purpose-driven living, that's your why, that's your dream, name it the way you want to, physical activity, nutrition, sleep, stress management, and mental and behavioral health is all the surroundings of a healthy lifestyle. So with this being said, longevity at a cellular level is something that we didn't talk a lot about it. Longevity, getting old, aging, quality of aging. What are you trying to tell? Okay, genetic expression is linked with cellular aging. All of us are gonna age, okay? But the speed of the cellular aging determines the genetic expression. And how can we really make an impact on this? Slowing aging, like having a good nutrition, like supplementation, and having a healthy lifestyle. If we put all these 4 items together, we could have a controlled genetic expression and a quality cellular aging. If you are understanding what I'm trying to tell you, the thing is that we have a chronic degenerative diseases, and it is closely related to your lifestyle. So what is going on right now, what I'm trying to say is that you have risk actions. That's your decision. Lack of fiber in your diet, lack of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, excess of alcohol, excess of calories from fats, sugars, lack of proteins, smoking, bad diet, poor nutrition, and lack of exercise, sedentarism. Yeah, the globally killer. It's getting the importance right now. So when you decide these risk actions, what happens is that they brought you to risk factors. The risk factors are tabacism, high bad cholesterol, visceral fat elevated, high blood pressure, hyperglycemia. So what happens is that risk actions brought you to risk factors, and risk factors delivers chronic diseases. That's it. That's it. When you get to know this and you understand, okay, this drives me to this and this brings me to that. So why is my cardiovascular disease expressed right now? Because you could follow it. Yeah, high bad cholesterol, bad diet, sedentarism, excess of this, lack of that. So if you could notice the risk actions are your decision, you could make a huge impact in your lifestyle and in the future of chronic degenerative diseases in your life. So understanding this, what happens is that the CDC in the US says that the chronic diseases in America, 6 out of 10 people has at least one chronic disease, and 4 out of 10 has 2 or more. The leading causes of death and disability and leading drivers of the nation's 4.1 trillion in annual health care costs are heart diseases, cancer, chronic lung diseases, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, and chronic kidney disease. What happens when you understand this? Look at the next slide. The 4 main key lifestyle risks for chronic disease are tobacco use, poor nutrition, lack of physical activity, and excessive alcohol use, according to the CDC. Totally decided by you. You have in your hand the ability to twist your decision and take another pathway. That's your decision. So you already saw this slide before. The systemic chronic inflammation as the main reason, according to Nature magazine, in 2019, they said that chronic infections, physical inactivity, obesity, dysbiosis, poor diet, isolation, and chronic stress, disturbed sleep, xenobiotics, provoke the systemic chronic inflammation to get started. Then it has consequences. This causes has consequences. And the consequences, we already know that cardiovascular, cancer problems, diabetes, depression, brain diseases, etc. What happens is that this explains why the chronic inflammation is supported by the etiology of the diseases across the lifespan. And when you understand all of this, and you understand that the oxidative stress is normal cells being attacked by free radicals, and the free radicals that attacked the cell membrane brought your cell to a state called oxidative stress. So what happens is, why do you get sick? The destructive effects of free radicals that cause oxidative stress. It's as simple as that. So what really happens inside your cells? The free radicals are like a thunder that strikes your DNA. What happens is it started as an oxidation, as inflammation, and the product of all of this is the DNA gene expression. You have a pathological background from your family. And what happens is that when your genes needs to express themselves, because the oxidation and inflammation are hitting one time and another, your cells and your DNA, well, it just expresses, it just manifests. What happens is if your mom, your grandmother has a cancer, has a cardiovascular disease, a neurological problem, autoimmune, etc., that's what you're going to manifest with the same kind of problem being oxidation and inflammation. And what happens is that this oxidative stress, free radical damage, can hit every single organ, every single system in your body, your heart, your eyes, skin, joints, lung, brain, immune system. It's a multi-organ hit what you are receiving right now at this moment. And what if you understand that the oxidative stress is the most destructive phenomenon at the cellular level? There is a protein which is, after these first 10 minutes, we're going to be talking about it. It's a Nrf2 that is responsible for keeping oxidative stress under control. There's 5 ways to activate antioxidant benefits of Nrf2, and there are also a way of how do you realize that you have oxidative stress? Because patients of mine ask me, okay, I don't have symptoms. According to them, I'm not sick, according to them. But I wanted to know, how could I really realize that I have oxidative stress at a cellular level, and I am also in a process of chronic inflammation? And I asked them, do you have chronic fatigue? Oh, yes. I go to sleep at night, and in the morning, it's harder for me than when I went to bed. Okay. Do you have a problem of brain fog, concentration, memory loss? Oh, yes. Yes, it's frequently for me. What about muscle or joint pain? What about wrinkles, gray hair at a young age? What about decreased eyesight? How about headaches with no explanation? Sensitivity to noise, susceptibility to infections of virals or bacterial infections. Look, maybe you haven't realized till today, but we are all having low degree chronic inflammation. But we get to live with it. You know, we get to live with it. We just says, okay, I think I'm okay. But when you started asking the right questions, then people gets back to you, and they said, no, I'm not that good as I think I was. So let's start talking about the aging cascade. Why about the aging cascade? There are certain things you need to understand now. I'll try to keep it easy and understandable because there are four aspects. They are mitochondria, telomeres, stem cells, and free radicals, which you need to understand and focus. How could you reach the positive and the how could you focus on the health and well-being and the wellness of these four aspects of your aging cascade, which are the main important on them? Okay, chronic stress reduction, for example, in the mitochondria, which, as you may know, they are the engine of your body. It produces all the ATP, which is the energy generator of your body. Okay, so the mitochondria is affected by chronic stress reduction, is affected by meditation, positively affected meditation, regular exercise, omega-3s, vitamin C, vitamin D, antioxidants like polyphenols, anthocyanins, and bioflavonoids, and endogenous antioxidants like Nrf2 activators. Remember that? Nrf2 activators. So if you keep reading and you go to telomeres, telomeres is the distal part of your DNA, which is the responsible of accelerated aging or take it easy aging. What happens is that when the telomeres are accelerating, you are getting older at a cellular level, and then the diseases start to express themselves. What happens is that the telomeres are impacted by almost the same things as the mitochondria. What about the stem cells? Impacted by whole organic food, by non-GMO food, by low glycemic index food, by regular exercise, and also by vitamin D, C, antioxidants, exo or endo produced. And last but not least, the free radicals, impacted straight in front of them by the healthy lifestyle you decided to go in the path of your life. Vitamin C, vitamin D, omegas, and also antioxidant, exo or endo antioxidants. And as you could see in the yellow, we have a lot of similarities. With what I'm going to talk about right now. The Nrf2 are nuclear factor erythroid-2 related factor. It's a protein. It is called the master regulator. It is a transcription factor that regulates the cellular defense against toxic and oxidative insults through the expression of genes involved in oxidative stress and inflammation. There's a huge marketing media and in the industry impact about Nrf2, and we are trying to understand what are they trying to say. They are only trying to send a message, but they don't have scientific support. They don't have lab proofs about the impact that they are making in the balance of Nrf2. So it's like a switch, like a trigger. What happens is that this transcription factor is one or more proteins responsible for reading the transcribing a specific gene DNA. So what happens is that the Nrf2 is an important protein complex that serves at a cellular level as a transcription factor for cellular defense products. So it's the trigger, it's the switch, turn it on. This powerful pathway of gene signaling and expression was discovered less than a couple of decades ago. This reveals a number of essential functions in the body. This is amazing discovery. What happens is that this Nrf2 has several important health implications. For example, antioxidant protection being the trigger of producing glutathione, of increase the production of SOD and catalase, which are endogenous antioxidants. It's what your cell is capable of produce to protect themselves or by themselves. It's your own army. And who triggers it? Who put the switch on? Yes, Nrf2. They reduce also inflammation because they regulate the expression of pro-inflammatory cytokines, which may help reduce inflammation in the body. And they also are a cellular defense. Nrf2 plays a major role in our body's cellular defense. So seeing this way, up, down, you could see it any way you want to. This is extremely helpful to live a quality aging and have a longevity supported. So what happens is in the mitochondria, it produces abundant ATP, but as you age, that mitochondria, it just produces a small quantity of ATP and a lot of quantity of free radicals. So you're going to be tired, you're going to be exhausted, you're going to be out of energy, and you're going to be plenty of oxidative stress and inflammation. That's aging, basically. And what happens is that if the mitochondria is being hit by toxins, unhealthy food, stress, free radicals raise. But if it's struck by the physical activity, by environmental good, by healthy food, healthy mitochondria will produce enough ATP energy, and you're gonna fight all of this. So what happens now is that we need to understand that the cell damage, the mutation, or the death of these cells because of the free radicals, it's like a theft of electrons that causes damage to the molecule and the cell that contains it. The damage to mitochondrial DNA can cause the cell to get sick, to mutate, or to die. So if you understand what I'm talking about, what happens right now is that we need to obtain which are the main inductors of Nrf2, which are the drivers of the body to activate your Nrf2. So we have a lot of them. We have a lot of them. Also, a little bit fancy names. You don't need to understand all of them, but you could see some of them, like polyphenols are like the ones that we have in the curcumin. Okay, isoflavones like soya milk, and we have isocyanates, organosulfonates, and it's 5 of them. And let me tell you how do they work. Okay, in cauliflower, broccoli, you could find sulforaphane. What happens with this? This is present in cruciferous vegetables such as Brussels cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, and some green leafy vegetables. And mainly, it's one of the main of the 5 Nrf2 activators. Look at the second one, curcumin, phytochemical in the category of polyphenols, present and mainly abundant as an active compound of turmeric, and as a main member of the herbaceous family. And there's a lot, some of them like diallyl trisulfide, which is in garlic oil. It's another one which is called epigallocatechin, and it's present in green tea. And we have phytoestrogen, and it's isoflavones, and we could keep just going on and on. It's 5 of them, and they are not that difficult to get. The thing is, they are not easy to perform at a cellular level as they should be performing. And we're going to talk about in 2 minutes about that. And I have an interesting news is that the world of medication, of chemicals, are producing synthetic drugs that induces Nrf2 activation. What is this? What does this means for you, for me? That we are in the right path. We are in the right way to process, to provide the right solution to the people. Look at this Tecfidral. So the name is synthetic. It's administered under medical prescription, and it is used in a treatment of neurodegenerative disorder such as multiple sclerosis. Yes, I have a couple of patients which are going through this type of medication. And believe me, one of them just called me last week and he told me, I've been 6 months with this. And I've been 2 weeks with a Nrf2. Never felt as good as the last 2 weeks in the last 6 months. As from the day I started using Nrf2. It's amazing when the people told you that. And there's another one whose name is Bardo Solon, and it's a semi-synthetic Nrf2 inducer subjected to clinical protocol, and it's used in kidney failure, emphysema, your lungs, and heart failure and type 2 diabetes. The science, the medications, the chemicals, name it as you want, understands today that Nrf2, it's the correct way to reach longevity, quality of life, and also to be interfere in the chronic inflammation and in the gene expression which ends in all the chronic diseases. So what I'm trying to tell you is that Nrf2 is like the key. It's like the key. It's like the trigger. You need to understand that this is what we need to focus. It involves everything that we've talked before for the last years. It goes around it. That's why they have registered more than 261 going on trials since 2021. Almost all of them have been finished. And what are they looking for? They are looking for the best one to activate and to modulate and to regulate homeostasis in your cell. You know which one is? Turmeric. Improves brain health, improves digestion, supports healthy inflammation levels, supports liver health, improves insulin sensitivity, reduces oxidative stress, immune booster, improves metabolism, supports healing processes, supports healthy cholesterol levels. How do I know that? Go to National Library of Medicine in the US and read this article. Aging, molecular mechanisms of curcumin action in the gene expression. Why? Because the aging depends on putting the switch on Nrf2. Aging, molecular mechanisms of modulation of gene expression by curcumin. Go on, take a look, read it, and you will be surprised how curcumin modulates numerous molecular targets by altering the gene expression, signaling pathways, and through direct interaction. Regulates the expression of inflammatory cytokines, growth factors, and a lot of activity of several transcription factors, such as the ones that we've been talking about right now. This article is extremely important for you to understand. Take a look at it, write it, screenshot it, I don't know, but or you could ask for the link of this presentation to Dave also. So it's a balance between Nrf2 and NFKB. It's you know, this kind of signaling molecules that are making a balance when oxidative stress and inflammation started to deliver antioxidant enzymes, but also receive a pro-inflammatory mediator. So when oxidative stress goes up, Nrf2 gets activated and it neutralizes the inflammation. But it's also balanced by NFKB. When one activates, the other inhibits. What I'm trying to tell is that it's not just Nrf2 is skyrocketing, my Nrf2 is always activated. No, you need to be balanced, like homeostasis in all your body. Need to be balanced, because if Nrf2 is always activated, bad things could also happen. So you need to understand that a modulator of your response of this is what you need, not something that keeps your Nrf2 activators, because I have a medical doctor in Colombia that uses some product that claims that they says we are the maximum expression of activated Nrf2, and she started to gave the product to a cancer suffering patient. You know what happens? He was in remission when he started to take this, and it triggers his cancer. Why? Because it's not modulated, it's not balanced. You need to understand this. What happens is there's a lot of molecules involved. Maybe you have heard some of them: resveratrol, curcumin, capsaicin, gingerol. You know, we have a product with ginger and with curcumin, for example. The thing is, that's not the main question. The main question is that the hidden secret in the supplement industry is that we have absorption problems, bioavailability problems. And it doesn't matter how much turmeric or curcumin is consumed. It doesn't matter how much broccoli. It doesn't matter how much of X or Y supplement you're taking because they told you to take. To have an intake of it. But what happens is how much of it reaches the blood and the tissue. That's the main thing you need to focus. Especially in curcumin, there are low concentrations involved in blood and tissue. More than 95% just went to your kidney and through your feces. And 2 to 5% stay there for a little while, but in 3 hours, it's gone. And what are we doing? University of Hohenheim performed this study, okay, scientific study, and they found that curcuminoids provide aiding in digestion, cholesterol lowering, anti-carcinogenic, antimicrobial, wound healing, neuroprotective capacity, hypotensive, anti-diabetic, and anti-inflammatory. This is from the University of Hohenheim, from their study. Sorry. What happens is that they try to deliver approaches to improve oral bioavailability of curcumin. There are some, you know, tries on emulsions, solid dispersions, adding piperine, black pepper, for example, so we could work a little bit better in the gut lumen, so we could increase intestinal absorption. But we put two of them together, the nanoparticles and the micelles. What happens is when we put these two things together, we obtain the German patented nanotechnology BioMS, which is in Vitafy products. It's present over there, and it brings from 1 native turmeric to 9 micronized turmeric with a little bit of black pepper, up to 277 times more absorption and bioavailability. What does this mean? This means that we go through the barrier of the absorption, the bioavailability of curcumin, of, let's call it this way, nano curcumin, is being published now, like here in this frontiers of pharmacology in 2020. It says, nano curcumin, a promising candidate for therapeutic applications. And the other study says bioactivity and health benefits in the Nutrients magazine. What I'm trying to tell you is that this affects antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, immune regulation, anti-diabetic, cardiovascular protection, your kidney protection, your neurological, your cardiovascular area, your liver, etc., is totally put together by science right now. And let's keep talking. Curcumin is a modulator of inflammation and oxidation processes. You remember I was telling you, like a modulator? It goes up when it's needed and it goes down when it's needed to. Just keep it in balance. Nothing is 100% in your body. We need to balance. Homeostasia, it's called in Spanish. Homeostasis is in English. What happens is that curcumin is a modulator of inflammation and oxidation processes at a cellular level, according to all the bibliography you could read over there. And when you start to see health and wellness support of curcumin, when you start to see the potential neuroprotective effect of nanomicellar curcumin on learning and memory functions, National Library of Medicine, specifically our product, nanomicellar neuroprotective potential in learning and memory functions. We could keep on going. Nanocurcumin wound healing effects. I started seeing patients with these ulcers when they are laying because of a chronic disease. They need to be in bed, and this appears this type of arterial ulcer or pressure sore ulcers, and diabetic foot ulcers, venous leg ulcers. And I say, why is this product so good with these people? Why? There it is, National Institute of Health again, wound healing effects of curcumin and its nanoformulations. Listen, nanoformulations. It's not the one you could buy in the store or in Amazon or in this or that marketing, network marketing companies. Oh, my product has curcumin or has turmeric. It's the same one you have. No way. Understand me. They have no idea what they are saying. The science is saying nanoformulations. These are the ones that goes straight where you need it. These are the ones, because the curcumin helps in a lot of pathways. They help inflammation, they help oxidative stress. But why do they help? They help because they could reach your cells and your tissues and your bloodstream. If they don't do that, they're just it's just another turmeric in the market. Sorry about that. And the protective curcumin, effects of curcumin in cardiovascular diseases, the complications of diabetes, and the curcumin, how does it work? How do they help your neurological, your heart, your eyes, your kidneys, your feet, your brain, etc. And the protective also effect of curcumin, which are the pathways that curcumin follows to block, to help you in having a quality aging and longevity according to your expectations. So there are a lot of studies. For example, one of them says the nanomedular curcumin improves international prostate symptoms in patients with prostatic hypertrophy or hyperplasia. So this is a clinical trial with patients. You could go there and read it. And the better impact is found when you mixed up curcumin with ginger. Where have I heard about that before? Yes, curcumin plus. So this is already been think about. This is not, I'm not discovering anything right now. The science in the company, the scientific wellness team already thought about all of this. But the randomized clinical trials officially through the NIH are supporting our decision, are supporting our mix of products, and are supporting our delivery system officially. So people, curcumin, when you add curcumin to vitamin C, it's the liver protection duo, according to the studies. Protective effects of curcumin mixed up with vitamin C in your liver diseases, according to the Journal of Clinical Pharmacy, according to all of the alliance, all of the certifications our product have. According to all of this, what do we need to do now? What do we need to do? We need to start taking it daily, and we need to reap the benefits. Take it in a daily basis. Your Symbiofy, your curcumin supplement, anyone, Nanofy or curcumin plus, and you will have an amazing opportunity, because the price you will pay to make your dreams come true is far less than the price you will pay if you don't. And one of your dreams, if you put it as a life purpose, it better be living a healthy lifestyle and have a quality aging and longevity according to your expectations in your lifespan. So thank you for your attention. Gracias, merci, and obrigado, and all the languages that are here. Danke. Some of them I remember, some of them I forgot the way of saying thank you for being with us in this, your call. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you all for being with us. We look forward to seeing you on another call very soon. We have the bounce call on the first Monday of the month, which I believe is Monday, the first day of April. Ignore the part that talks about April Fools. I will be your April Fool. Everything else will be serious on our Monday call. So thank you for your time, for being with us tonight, and in some cases tomorrow, where it's already Wednesday the 27th for you. But we appreciate you being here, and we will talk to you again very soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.